Ever pondered the unpredictability of life and the existence of miracles? Life, in all its intricate beauty and unpredictability, often leaves us questioning our existence, our destiny, and even the very nature of miracles. It's a cosmic dance of events, a symphony of happenstance and purpose intertwined that shapes our lives in ways we could never foresee. Let's take a moment to consider Jeny, a young, vibrant, and untamed spirit. She lived her life on the edge, unbound by societal norms and religious beliefs. She was wild, she was out of control, and she was unapologetically herself. But in her audacious freedom, there was a stark disregard for the Bible. She laughed in the face of God, dismissing faith as nothing more than a crutch for the weak. In a world of uncertainty, one thing remained constant: Jeny's disbelief and mockery of God. Little did she know, her world was about to be turned upside down. Jeny, a young woman in the prime of her life, had a wild and rebellious past. She was the embodiment of free-spirited youth, unbounded and untamed. Her days were a whirlwind of wild parties and reckless decisions, each one more daring than the last. She was the epitome of a rebel, with a fiery spirit that refused to be tamed. Authority to her was an opponent to be challenged, not a rule to be obeyed. Her rebellious streak wasn't just confined to her actions, but extended to her thoughts and beliefs as well. Jeny's parents were devout Christians, their lives rooted in the teachings of the Bible. They prayed fervently for their daughter, hoping that she would find her way back to the path of righteousness. But Jeny, in her youthful defiance, mocked their faith. She saw their prayers as futile attempts to tame her wild spirit. But as in every narrative, life has a way of introducing plot twists. Unbeknown to Jeny, she was on a collision course with destiny. Her wild days were numbered, her reckless decisions were about to catch up with her, and her skepticism towards faith was about to be challenged in the most unexpected way. Jeny lived her life on the edge, disregarding her parents' pleas and prayers. She was on a collision course with destiny. One night, a car accident that should have marked the end became a new beginning. Picture this: a regular evening transformed in an instant into a scene of twisted metal and shattered glass. The air filled with the harsh scent of burning rubber and the chilling sound of crunching steel. The car, once a symbol of freedom and exhilaration, now a mangled wreck. A collision so severe it seemed impossible for anyone to survive. Yet amidst the wreckage, a miracle unfolded. Jeny, the protagonist in this tale of redemption, emerged from the ruins. Despite the severity of the crash, she was alive and largely unharmed. This inexplicable survival sparked a profound realization, a moment of clarity in the chaos. It was as if she'd been given a second chance, a chance to contemplate the delicate balance of life and the mercy of a loving God. Throughout her wild past, there were two constant figures: her Christian parents. They fervently prayed for their wayward daughter, seeking divine intervention to protect her from her reckless lifestyle. Their prayers, it seemed, were answered that fateful night. In the aftermath of the accident, Jeny was left to ponder the circumstances of her survival. It was a night that should have marked the end, but instead, it marked a turning point in her life. Jeny, having cheated death, was left to contemplate the miracle that saved her. Emerging from the wreckage, Jeny found herself on a new path. Life had thrown her a curveball, a near-death experience that shook her to her core. This was Jeny's wake-up call. She started to see the world through a different lens, one that revealed God's hand in every corner of her life. Her transformation was no less than a miracle. She embraced the faith she once mocked and believed in the one who died for her sins and rose for her justification. She accepted the God she used to deny and found solace in the gospel that she had once dismissed as mere words. Jeny was born again, not just in the spiritual sense, but in her everyday life. She carried her faith like a shield, her devotion unwavering, immersing herself in a life of love, compassion, and service. Jeny's journey from skepticism to acceptance, from defiance to faith, is a testament to the power of divine intervention. Jeny's story serves as a potent reminder that miracles do exist, and sometimes the most skeptical hearts are the ones profoundly touched by faith.